Welcome back to another episode of Zola's Feast. Thank you for coming to join me for another simple and delicious feast. Today we are feasting on something sweet. Yes, I thought we'd do a spot of easy peasy baking today. This recipe is for those moments where you're craving cake but you can't decide whether you want a vanilla cake or a chocolate cake. So we make a swirl marble cake, yes? So a bit of vanilla and a bit of chocolate, delicious. And in the interest of making things super simple, this is an all-in-one cake. So you dump everything in a bowl, mix it together, bake it, and it's done. Right, so for my cake, I am using a Bundt tin. This also actually helps you cook it evenly because you know the space in the middle. You could bake this in a tray, you could bake it in two different round cake tins. It's very forgiving, very simple, so up to you how you make it. Right, let's kick it off. Here are the ingredients. 225 grams of self-raising flour, 2 teaspoons baking powder, 225 grams of caster sugar, 225 grams of softened butter, 4 eggs, 2 teaspoons vanilla, and 100 grams of melted dark chocolate. Sift the flour, the self-raising flour, and the baking powder together. So usually I wouldn't go through the trouble of sifting, but because this is an all-in-one cake, you want to incorporate as much air as possible at this stage. Then in with the caster sugar, in with the soft butter, vanilla, and 4 eggs. I'm using a mixer for this, but you could definitely do this by hand using a wooden spoon. Halfway through, I just give it a stop and a quick scraping. Then beat on high speed for another 2 minutes. Our batter is beautifully even now. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Where's the chocolate? Right, the chocolate comes in now. Melted chocolate, take about a quarter of the batter into the melted chocolate. And mix. Take half of the remaining white batter and drop that into the tin. Okay. Even it out a little bit. You don't have to be too precious about it at this stage. Then the chocolate batter, dollop that into the tin. In vanilla batter on top of that. Don't worry too much about being precise at this stage. The marble is coming. To make the cake marble, you're going to need a skewer, and all you do is take the skewer and swirl the two batters together. the cake is ready for the oven. This is going into a preheated 180-degree oven. It should take about 40 to 50 minutes, but give it a check after 40. If a skewer comes out clean, then it's ready to go into the oven. Once the cake has rested in the tin for 10 minutes, you can turn it out. So pop the cooling rack on top and a quick flip. Beautiful. Our cake is cooled and looking so beautiful. Now you could serve it just like this, or you could do an extra step and add an icing. I am going to make a yogurt icing because I like a bit of tang with my cake. So yogurt icing, and I'm going to top it just to finish it off with some chocolate because, you know, why not? For the frosting, I've got half a cup of plain yogurt, to which I'm going to mix 1 cup of icing sugar, a bit of vanilla for flavor. Mix that all together, and if you find it's a little bit too thick, add just a splash of milk. And there it is in all its gorgeous glory, our marble cake. Now it's time for a slice. Here it is, one of the simplest cakes you'll probably ever make, but so delicious. Oh, so moist, so Moorish, chocolatey, vanilla-y, best combo. Tea time will never be the same again. Once you try this, it'll be your go-to cake. Well, thank you for joining me for another Zola's Feast. I hope you enjoyed our sweet feast today. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and join the Zola's Feast family. Until next time, I cannot wait to feast with you guys.